$1 million. That is the number that comes up every single time someone gets serious about retirement. Financial advisors point to it. Retirement calculators build toward it. But what if you could get there in 10 years, not in 40? And what if the vehicle was not a complicated option strategy or a speculative crypto bet? What if it was one of the most battle-tested, most consistent dividend ETFs on the market? This is not a fantasy scenario. This is math. And today, we are going to walk through exactly how Marcus could take his retirement account from $0 to $1 million in 10 years using a single ETF called SCHD. We are going to cover the exact monthly contribution Marcus needs to make, two realistic scenarios based on conservative and historical return rates, what the portfolio looks like year by year all the way to the finish line, what $1 million in SCHD actually pays Marcus in retirement, and why the dividend income does not stop growing the day he retires. If you have ever wondered whether a normal person with a regular income could actually build real wealth through dividend investing, stick with this video because we are about to show you the numbers. Let us start with the destination. Why $1 million? There is a retirement strategy called the 4% rule, and it has been backed by decades of academic research going back to the 1990s. The concept is simple. If you have $1 million invested in a diversified portfolio, you can withdraw 4% of it in your first year of retirement. Adjust that amount slightly upward each year for inflation, and statistically, your portfolio will survive for 30 years or longer. The reason this works is because the market, historically, grows faster than 4% over the long run. So even while you're pulling money out to live on, the portfolio itself continues growing underneath you. 4% of $1 million is $40,000 per year. Divide that by 12, and you get $3,333 arriving in your account every single month, regardless of whether you show up to work, clock in, or answer an email. And if Marcus is also collecting a Social Security check on top of that, he is realistically looking at $5,000 or more per month in retirement income. That is the destination. $1 million, one clean finish line. Now let us talk about the vehicle Marcus is going to use to get there. SCHD stands for the Schwab US Dividend Equity ETF. And if you have spent even a few hours in the dividend investing world, you already know this ticker. But let us be precise about what SCHD actually is and why it works for a plan like this. SCHD tracks the Dow Jones US Dividend 100 Index, which is a rigorous quality screen for dividend-paying companies. To even be considered for inclusion, a company must have at least a 10-year track record of consistently paying dividends. But passing that basic filter is just the beginning. The index then scores each candidate on 4 additional financial metrics: cash flow to total debt, return on equity, dividend yield relative to peers, and 5-year dividend growth rate. Only the strongest pass. The rest get cut. The result is a portfolio of 100 U.S. companies that represent some of the most financially durable businesses in the country. As of mid-2026, the top holdings include Texas Instruments, Qualcomm, United Health Group, Coca-Cola, Procter & Gamble, Merck, and Chevron. No single stock can make up more than 4% of the fund. No single sector can dominate more than 25%. This keeps the fund diversified without the volatility that comes from being overexposed to any one corner of the market. It is quality control baked into the structure itself. The portfolio gets rebalanced quarterly and reviewed annually to make sure only the best companies stay in. Now here are the 3 numbers from SCHD that matter most for Marcus's plan. First, the current dividend yield is approximately 3.3%, confirmed across multiple sources as of mid-2026. Second, and this is one of the most important facts about this fund, the expense ratio is just 0.06% per year. For every $10,000 Marcus has invested, he pays $6 a year in fees. Third, since its launch in October 2011, SCHD has delivered approximately 13% in annualized total return with dividends reinvested. But the number that often gets overlooked is SCHD's dividend growth rate. The fund's annual payout has grown at roughly 12% per year since inception. That means the income SCHD sends you does not stay flat. It compounds on its own year after year, just like the portfolio itself. That dividend growth is what makes the retirement income story here different from almost anything else available to the average investor. Now, let us get into the actual math, and we are going to do this the right way by running two scenarios, because giving you just one number would be dishonest. No one knows exactly what the next 10 years will bring. What we can do is model a realistic range. Scenario 1 is the conservative case. We assume 8% annual total return. That is meaningfully below SCHD's 13% historical average, giving Marcus a real buffer if markets come in softer than the past decade. Scenario 2 is the historical case. We assume 11% annual total return, which is still intentionally below the actual 13% SCHD has averaged since inception, to keep the projections grounded. In both scenarios, the target is the same, $1 million in 10 years starting from zero. In the conservative scenario at 8% annual growth, Marcus needs to invest approximately $5,500 per month. That works out to about $180 per day, or roughly $66,000 per year. Over 10 full years, Marcus personally contributes about $656,000 of his own money. The market, even at the conservative 8% rate, adds approximately $344,000 on top of that. Marcus is doing the majority of the heavy lifting here, but he still crosses the million-dollar finish line right on schedule. Here is how that conservative portfolio grows year by year. At the end of year 1, Marcus has about $68,000 in his SCHD account. That is mostly his own contributions, since the market has not had much time to compound yet. By the end of year 3, the portfolio has climbed to around $222,000. By year 5, Marcus is sitting at approximately $402,000, and his SCHD holdings are already generating about $1,100 per month in equivalent dividend income. Year 7 brings him to $613,000. And by the final month of year 10, Marcus's conservative portfolio reaches $1 million. Now, let's take a look at the historical scenario at 11% annual growth. Here, the monthly contribution drops to $4,600 per month, which is about $151 per day, or $55,300 per year. Over 10 years, Marcus puts in $553,000 of his own money. The market adds $447,000. The split here is almost even, which reflects something important. At higher return rates, you and the market are genuinely working as partners. The market is starting to do half the lifting. Year 1 in the historical scenario puts the portfolio at $58,000. Year 3 brings it to $195,000. Year 5 crosses $366,000 with dividend income already equivalent to over $1,000 per month. Year 7 reaches $579,000, and Year 10 delivers the same destination, $1 million. Same finish line, two different monthly numbers. The difference comes down to your assumptions about the market. Before we continue looking at real math, let me pause for a moment. If you are finding this valuable right now, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We release new videos every single week. Now let's keep going. What does $1 million in SCHD actually do for Marcus in retirement? At a current yield of 3.3%, a $1 million SCHD portfolio generates approximately $33,100 per year in dividend income. Because SCHD pays quarterly, what Marcus actually receives is about $8,275 every 3 months, 4 times per year, deposited directly into his brokerage account without him selling a single share. Spread across the full year, that works out to the equivalent of $2,758 per month. Combined with the 4% rule withdrawal strategy, Marcus has access to $3,333 per month in total retirement income. Add Social Security, and he is looking at a very comfortable retirement income without ever liquidating his portfolio. But here is where the SCHD story goes from good to genuinely exceptional. Marcus does not retire and watch his income flatline. SCHD's dividends have historically grown at around 12% per year since inception. Even using a conservative 8% dividend growth rate going forward, Marcus's income climbs on its own every single year without him doing anything at all. In year 3 of retirement, his annual dividend income grows from $33,000 to approximately $41,700. By year 5, it crosses $48,600 per year. And by year 10 of retirement, at the conservative 8% dividend growth rate, that income has grown to over $71,000 per year. That is nearly $6,000 per month, and Marcus still owns the same million-dollar portfolio he built. He has not sold anything. The machine just grew. If SCHD's dividend growth rate comes closer to its historical 11% average, the numbers climb even higher. By year 10 of retirement in the historical scenario, Marcus's annual dividend income has grown from $33,000 to over $93,000 per year. That is $7,800 per month from dividends alone, from a portfolio that started at zero a decade earlier. His original $1 million portfolio is now generating more income than most people earn from a full-time job. This is the fundamental difference between SCHD and a standard growth fund. A pure growth ETF might appreciate in price, but it does not automatically send Marcus a growing paycheck 4 times a year. SCHD does both. It appreciates in value, and it sends a quarterly check that grows every year. Marcus does not have to time the market. He does not have to guess when to sell. He just collects. Before we talk about what happens on the income side, let us make sure we are clear on how Marcus builds that portfolio so efficiently. The answer is DRIP, which stands for dividend reinvestment. Instead of taking those quarterly dividend payments as cash, Marcus has them automatically used to purchase additional SCHD shares. More shares means more dividends next quarter. More dividends means even more shares the quarter after that. This is the dividend snowball, and it is why reinvesting every single distribution during the accumulation phase makes such an enormous difference in where the portfolio ends up at year 10. The dividends are not just a bonus. They are fuel that keeps buying more of the machine. Now, let us have the honest conversation, because any plan that involves reaching $1 million in 10 years deserves real transparency. $5,500 a month, or even $4,600, is a meaningful commitment. To make those contributions consistently over a full decade, Marcus realistically needs a household income somewhere in the range of $120,000 to $150,000 or higher. Because after taxes, housing costs, food, transportation, and the rest of everyday life, putting $4,000 to $5,000 a month into investments requires real earning power. That does not mean this plan is impossible for most people. It does mean that the 10-year version of this plan works best when Marcus has already done some foundational work. He has eliminated high-interest debt. He is maximizing tax-advantaged accounts like his 401k or Roth IRA, which can reduce his taxable income and make the monthly contributions more manageable. He is in a dual-income household where 2 people are working toward the same goal. Or he has built additional income streams through a side business or freelance work that boosts his monthly capacity to invest. And if $4,600 per month is not where Marcus is today, that is not a dead end. It just means the 10-year timeline extends to 15 or 20 years, and the monthly contribution drops significantly. At a 15-year timeline using the historical 11% return, the monthly contribution drops to around $2,400. The destination is still $1 million. The dividend income still grows. The finish line does not move. Only the runway does. Here is the core insight from everything we have covered in this video. SCHD turns a traditional retirement strategy into a dividend-powered income machine. Most retirement accounts ask you to pile up a number and then hope the math works when you finally tap it. ESCHD builds in the proof of concept from day one. Every quarter, those dividends show up. You reinvest them, buy more shares, those shares pay more dividends, and the snowball grows. Year after year, Marcus can see the dividend income climbing inside his account before retirement ever arrives. Then the day Marcus crosses $1 million, he simply stops reinvesting and starts collecting. The dividends that were always working in the background begin flowing directly to him. Nothing about the portfolio changes structurally. The only thing that changes is where the income goes. That is the plan. One ETF, one target, 10 years of disciplined monthly investing and dividend reinvestment, and an income stream on the other side that grows every single year for the rest of Marcus's life. If this video helped you see the math clearly, drop a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.